Python variables in 5 minutes. Let's go.
Here we go.
Imagine a variable like a container where you can store information. Let's say we have a number and we want to save it somewhere. To do this, we can use the assignment operator. This line reads from right to left. Take the value 1 and assign it into variable x. Note that the placement of the variable matters here. X must be on the left-hand side of the assignment operator. Think of it like storing leftovers in a Tupperware. You have to put the food in the container. If we swap the variable placements, it's like putting a container inside the food. It just doesn't make sense. Now, let's try something more complicated with expressions. An expression is like a math problem or a formula. It consists of values joined by operators. By simplifying or evaluating the expression, we get a resulting value. Let's say we have a variable x with the value 1 and a variable y with the value 2. To evaluate x plus y, we simply replace each variable with its value. Here, we replace x with 1 and y with 2. The expression then evaluates to 3. We can also take the result of an expression and assign it into a variable. There are many types of operators we can use. In this video, we have only introduced the mathematical operators. Now, let's talk about variable reassignment. Reassignment is another way of saying I want to store a new value into an existing variable. If we initially assign x equals 1, the operation x equals 2 is an example of a reassignment. When you reassign a value into a variable, the new value will overwrite the old value. The key insight here is that variables can only store one value at a time. Variables are also independent from each other. Think of them as separate containers. Let's say we have a variable x with value 1. When we set y equals x, we create a new container with the value 1. Now, when we reassign a new value to y, x remains unaffected. Variables can hold many different types of values besides integers. Some common ones are decimals, also known as floats or doubles, words, also known as strings, and true or false values, also known as booleans. These are called primitive types, and each programming language has an equivalent. Note that operators only work on values with the same data type. If you try to add integers with strings, your computer will blow up. Either change the values to be both integers, or change the values to be both strings. Welp, that's it for this video. To recap, we talked about creating variables with the assignment operator, forming expressions with mathematical operators, reassigning variables with new data. We also talked about the different data types and their compatibility. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.